famous spring break atmosphere of Panama City Beach. It's not the crisp, salty fragrance of the ocean air that greets you as you arrive. Instead, it's the smell of the thousands of empty, stale beer cans littering these usually pristine Florida beaches. You see, thousands of young adults from all over America converge here every spring break for what has, sadly, become a college student rite of passage. These students, many of whom are believers, head to the beach looking for the same week of no-holds-barred, hedonistic parties they've grown up seeing on places like MTV. It's a place full of sunshine, but spiritually very dark. While most Christians attempt to steer clear of environments like this, you'll find a brave group of men from Lipscomb who have placed themselves intentionally and prayerfully in the middle of that madness. Since 2006, Lipscomb Missions has regularly sent an all-guys evangelistic mission team to the beaches of Florida to spread the gospel, to serve, and to listen.
I really sensed God calling me to start a trip that was to teach our students how to live missional, evangelistic lives among their peers.
Says Dave Clayton, class of '04, trip founder and former Lipscomb campus minister.
For the guys on the mission team, it was a valuable opportunity for them to learn how to share the gospel with their peers in unlikely situations.
Where some just see inebriated college students, they see friends who are lost. Here's Lipscomb senior Adam Singh and recent alumni John Pyle and Tyler Summers as they talk about their trip.
The people down there aren't just hopeless, trashy people. They're people just like us that are in search of something, and they're just going about it in a way that we know is off. They just are taking hold of the wrong things.
Some guys from University of Cincinnati opened their doors. We were walking by, and they invited us in, and it was really weird because everybody was down there to get hammered. But I guess they wanted everyone to get hammered with them.
Some have asked, is it really a good idea to send young men into a situation so full of temptation? Sensitive to that, this team prepares by developing intense prayer and accountability partnerships with each other through the months leading up to the trip.
Without the team, it was really tempting, to when someone offered you something. If I hadn't have known that I was going to go back to my room with Jake and Jacob and Patrick, it would have been very tough to say no.
Despite the clear evangelistic focus, there's no bullhorns or soapboxes on this mission trip. These young men spend time in conversation with anyone and everyone who seems to be open to it, and pray that God leads them into spiritual territory. They find that most people really want to talk.
If you went into the conversation with the mindset that you were going to make this a great religious conversation, it would never get there. Or when it did, the conversation would end and they'd go walk off. But those conversations you had with people, and all you talked about was sports, or you talked smack about their university or whatever it was, and then you saw them again the next day, they would come over to you, and for some reason, God works in mysterious and strange ways, how he would then bring God into that second conversation or third conversation. You would want it to go one direction, but God would take it another direction, and that was completely okay.
The effect of this team's work continues to unfold in the lives of those they met that week, not the least of which in their own lives, as God used a week of being surrounded by beer, beaches, and brothers in Christ to capture their hearts for their own lost generation.